Dewey's Christmas at the Library by Vicki Myron and Brett Ritter. Snow and ice, twinkling lights, kids bundled up on a cold winter night, hot chocolate and Santa Claus and decorations just right. In the small town of Spencer, Idaho, Christmas was everyone's favorite time of the year. Everyone, that is, except Dewey, read more books. The town's 1-year-old library cat, Dewey, you see, was just learning about holidays. On Halloween, Dewey discovered candy. He slept through Thanksgiving. So, when the giant Christmas tree box came out of storage, Dewey didn't know what to expect. But when he saw those tree branches, Dewey knew just what to do. He sniffed and licked and cuddled them, and hopped and wrestled and rolled. I got a present, he sang as he danced. A great big delicious present. Glitter came next, then angels, tinsel, lights. Dewey was having the time of his life. And then everything went quiet. Too quiet. Dewey's friend Vicki, the librarian, had been helping the children at the craft table. She looked around. Where's Dewey? She wondered. All of a sudden, Dewey came racing past. But he didn't look himself. He looked like a great big marshmallow cat. The children chased him left, then right, to the front, to the side, until they finally caught him in the picture book aisle. Don't worry, Dewey, the oldest boy laughed. It's just a paper bag. Dewey was free, but he was not happy. Nasty bag monster, he thought, curling up in a wreath to lick his fur. But it was Christmas time. Excitement was in the air. Before he even finished licking his tail, something new caught Dewey's eye. If I sneak, he thought, and scratch and pounce, I think I can catch that skinny red mouse. Dewey swung on the end. The yarn bounced on his head. He chased and reached and pounced again. The ball tackled him instead. And the next thing Dewey knew, he was all tangled up in red yarn. Dewey's funny, a little girl said. Dewey looked up. All the children were watching him, and behind them was a big, beautiful, decorated Christmas tree. Rousey whiskers, Dewey thought as he looked at the tree. It's terrific! And it's all for me. All day, Dewey lay happily under his tree. That night, he explored. Up and down, round and around. Dewey and his red yarn ran through the branches and decorations on the tree. Oh my, Vicki said when she saw the tree the next morning. It was covered with yarn, and it looked fantastic. Great idea, Dewey, Vicki said. Then she smiled, petted Dewey on the head, picked up the tree, and carried it right out the front door. Trailing behind her like a lost kitten was Dewey's new ball of yarn. But it's mine, Dewey thought. That day the library was closed, so Dewey moped. Yuck, he said to his food. Double yuck, he said to his water dish. He pushed away his favorite toy. He ignored his bed. Christmas is lonely, Dewey thought, even with the wreaths and lights. Dewey was still curled up on the floor when the librarians came back Monday morning. First they brought the stuffed cats. So what, Dewey thought. Then the cat books. A little better. Then, my tree, my terrific tree. We won first prize, Vicki said, pointing to the blue first place ribbon. And it was all because of your yarn idea, Dewey. But Dewey didn't care about first prize. He was just happy to have his Christmas tree back. And he knew, deep in his heart, the reward wasn't all because of him. He had a little help. And now Dewey wanted to share his delicious tree and his special first Christmas with all his friends too. Friends like you. Merry Christmas. Love, Dewey.